Hey, basketball fans, you're invited to enjoy an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He's coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. Jay Scheidler won a state championship with Lawrenceville in 1974 and finished third in 76. He also won a national championship with Kentucky in 1978. And he was selected as Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois during his senior year when he averaged over 32 points per game. Nobody else in Illinois has ever shot the basketball with the accuracy or the range of Jay Scheidler. And he could jump out of the gym, too. Jay Scheidler will tell all about his basketball stories and share his faith during an evening with the Blonde Bomber. Make plans to come out and hear and meet Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, on Saturday, April 11th at the Edwards County High School Gym in Albion. Tickets are just $20 each, which includes the meal. And music will be provided by the Judah First Band. Find more information by going to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com. Do you enjoy local sports talk? Well, then you don't want to miss the Sports Couch every Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and AreaSports.net. The Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk where we visit with area coaches and other local media covering the sports in our area. You never know who's going to be on the couch. So join us for the Sports Couch, Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and on AreaSports.net. Hello again, basketball fans. It's Wednesday night, and it's night number 2 of the Carmi Invitational Tournament. Welcome back for more basketball action here live on AreaSports.net. I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined tonight with Mark Wells. And, Mark, a good matchup tonight as the Fairfield Mules, wanting to repeat as champions of this tournament, are going to be matched up against the Harrisburg Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, I know, Randy, and we were talking on the way down here tonight. Harrisburg's a much improved ball club.
Well, they are.
And they beat Carmi Monday night. Mm-hmm. And, they've got a lot of weapons they can go to. And, again, they've improved. So, this is going to be another test for the Mules. As, you know, when you're a defending champion of a tournament, you're always the one that they want to knock off.
You're the marked one, aren't
you?
You're
the marked one.
Yeah.
So tonight's a big game for the Mules.
The Harrisburg Bulldogs come in with a record of 4-9, which you look at that and you say, oh, that's not too impressive. But like you said, they knocked off Carmi here Monday night on Carmi's floor. And that's a Carmi Bulldog team that was coming off that good effort against Fairfield last Friday. And, they played Fairfield a very tight game. So for Harrisburg to come in here Monday night and take care of Carmi says something. And then I talked to Coach Randy Smith-Peters a little while ago before the game. And he told me that his Bulldogs played Murfreesboro to a 5-point game here last week.
Wow,
so, so they're playing very good basketball now.
Yeah, and Randy's been he's been the coach at Harrisburg for many years now, and he's such a strategy type coach, which he's watched the Mules and scouted them many times, so he knows what he's coming in here tonight and what his team's going to face. And I'm sure he's already made some kind of an adjustment on his offense and defense, so we'll see what happens.
Well, he'll have a defensive scheme in mind to try to slow down this high, potent offense of the Fairfield Mules, and he'll be ready to try to handle the pressure defense that the Mules bring with that zone trap that Fairfield likes to employ, which many times creates a lot of turnovers and a lot of offense for the Mules. So he'll be working with his team on that, and you see Coach Smith-Peters and Coach McElroy be talking to each other at midcourt. I bet that conversation's a fun one right now.
Oh, I'm sure they probably think, well, have you been down the hospitality room yet, Coach? Well, no. I was. I was down there earlier. But, yeah, those two are good guys, and they're good friends, and they share a lot of stories, I'm sure. But, the Mules have got a lot of weapons they can go with, and Noah McElravy, if he gets hot with the three, look out. Even Kane Hickson ball inside, and Landon Zerlini, and their starting five is just so versatile, Randy. And, the person to watch for Harrisburg will be Will Gibbs. He's been there forever, it seems like.
Yeah, he is finally a senior this year for the Harrisburg Bulldogs. You're right, he has been there a long time. But a guy that has been playing really well for them, I guess, here recently, who just has started playing more and more for them is Brandon Watson. He's a 6'5 senior, and I was talking to their broadcasting crew from Harrisburg, and they told me that Watson has just really, really turned it on for Coach Smith-Peters. So watch him tonight with some size out there for Harrisburg at 6'5". You look at Coach Smith-Peters and Coach McElravy out there on the floor together talking right now. Between the two of them, Mark, they have 12 titles here through the years at the Carmi Invitational Tournament. 12. Coach Smith-Peters, of course, been at it for 27 years, and he's won the title here at Carmi 10 times. And Coach McElravy has won the title here 2 times. Of course, Fairfield was the champs last year. The tournament was shortened a little bit last year due to the inclement weather, but still Fairfield had won enough games and beat the right teams that they were declared the champions last year. So they're really trying to become back-to-back champions. And nobody's done that since Mount Carmel was back-to-back champions in 2016 and 2017. So Fairfield would love to be back-to-back champs.
Yeah. And, they get by Harrisburg tonight. This is what, a round-robin type tournament here and everything.
Right.
And we'll just see how the Mules handle Harrisburg tonight. Of course, they got many weapons they can go to on the bench. And Harrisburg, I was talking to someone talking about their basketball team and their program down there in Harrisburg, Randy. I talked to a friend of mine that I work with. He says their lower level junior high team is something to watch. So this is something that Randy is probably looking forward to as well. And then, of course, Scott McElravy with all the feeder schools coming in to Wayne County and Fairfield, down the road. I'm sure maybe that may be some kind of a discussion they're having down there.
Well,
you never know.
It could be. It's hard saying what they're talking about. They might not even be talking basketball. They might be talking about something completely different.
That's true.
We don't even know. Hey, we're going to take a short break, let you meet some of our great sponsors that help make our broadcast possible here on AreaSports.net. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play in just a moment here, live on AreaSports.net. Renshaw Title and Abstract has been purchased by Olson and REEVES, attorneys at law, and has reopened under its new name, Mount Vernon Title Company. Through the resources of Olson and REEVES, Mount Vernon Title Company offers title insurance and title examinations for residential and commercial properties, as well as deed preparation, closings, signings, and escrow services. If you're involved in a real estate transaction, depend on Mount Vernon Title Company at 1015 Broadway, downtown Mount Vernon. You can call them at 316-7322. That's 316-7322.
Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics are pleased to welcome new providers to our Carmi Family Clinic on Oak Street. Jamie Jacobs is a family nurse practitioner that not only calls White County home, but has 5 years of critical care experience. Also new to our team, internist Dr. Brett Schwarm has decades of expertise in providing adult and pediatric care. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic has you covered. Plus, don't forget, weekend walk-in clinics on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. It really is all about your health at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Welcome back to Carmi White County High School. Randy Olson here courtside with Mark Wells. It's tonight's second game of the Wednesday night affair as the Fairfield Mules getting ready to take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs. We saw quite a game before this one, Mark, as we saw the Mount Vernon Indiana Wildcats win their very first game of the season as they beat Edwards County in overtime, 71-64, and that was a spirited contest, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was, and Edwards County led most of that game, Randy, and it was back and forth down to the wire. And again, we were talking off air and talking to Gary over here, sitting to your left. Free throws was the key for Mount Vernon, Indiana. And, boy, you could tell the boys were excited down there getting their first win. It kind of looked like they may have won a championship or something, Randy. And it's always good to get that first win under your belt.
Oh, don't you know it.
And you knew that you could just sense in watching them on the sideline over here that they were excited about it, happy about it. And tough loss for Edwards County. Again, it was a good ball game, but again, the free throws got them at the end.
The Mules, of course, handled Mount Vernon, Indiana real easily on Monday night, winning by 40 points, 82-42. Were able to play everybody on the roster. In fact, Fairfield had 10 players in the scoring column that night, which was nice. So Coach McElravy had an easy one that night, which, the Mules kind of needed that after those tough games against Carmi and that tough loss last Tuesday night up at Olney. So it was nice to have an easy one Monday night, but it's not going to be like that tonight. Harrisburg's going to come out and be a very formidable opponent. Again, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they knocked off Carmi here Monday night, so they're 1-0 tonight, and Mount Vernon or Fairfield's 1-0 tonight in this Carmi tournament.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to forge ahead at 2-0 after tonight.
Yeah, exactly, and I think we're in for a good ball game again here tonight, Randy. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we sure will.
Yeah.
The Mules, of course, have that depth going for them. It's something that's been kind of an advantage for them, I would say, all season long. It's something that made them such a good basketball team last year when they went 32-3, that depth. And Coach McElravy is blessed with that depth again this year. They got guys that come off the bench that don't just fill space out there on the floor. They come in and they contribute. They make a difference.
Yeah,
don't
they can come in. They can shoot the three. And, you've got Colin Massey that can come in, shoot the three. Blake Pruitt's come in. Brandon Lane, you've seen him shoot the three a couple of times.
Well, in fact, Brandon Lane made some nice plays on the inside the other night, too, when he came in the game. And, of course, he comes in and with that size and gives you some more rebounding, too, at 6'3". So again, Mules will be the visitors tonight on the scoreboard, wearing their traveling black uniforms trimmed in the red, and Harrisburg will be the home team tonight with their white uniforms trimmed in purple. Again, I talked to Coach Randy Smith-Peters before the game. I said, were you guys missing somebody during the El Dorado Holiday Tournament? Because they came into that tournament 0-for. They hadn't won a game all year.
Right.
And they went 2-2 in that tournament. He says, no, not really. He said, we're just getting better. And he said, that's kind of what we do at Harrisburg. We start off slow, but we just get better throughout the season, and that's exactly what he's done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see, it seems like after holiday tournaments and everything, Randy, and it seems like it's a tradition. Teams start to improve, and that's what's the key to the rest of their season. As you go into the second half and go into the second half tournaments, you want to improve as you want to get into the season further, and of course, by winning your regional and going on from there. So yeah, this is a big turnaround after the first of the year for any team.
Mules are introduced right now, of course. Number 3 is Noah McElravy, a 5'10 junior. Number 4, Wyatt Gilbert, 5'11 senior. Number 10, Kane Hicksonbaugh, 6'3 senior. Number 24, Landon Zerlini, a 6'3 junior. And number 30, Luke Dagg, a 6'2 sophomore. Pretty much all of the Luke Dagg's actually a senior. They got him in here as a sophomore. Pretty much the same starting lineup that the Mules have employed all season long. And now we're going to follow along with the public address announcer and meet the starting lineups for the Harrisburg Bulldogs. And Coach Randy Smith-Peters, who's been at it for 27 years. Number 3 is Michael Godsey. He's a 5'11 sophomore. Number 11 is Zane Hayes. He's a 6'2 senior. Number 21 is Brandon Watson. He's a 6'5 senior. He's the one I mentioned earlier that has really come on strong. Will Gibbs, like you said, has been playing for him, it seems like forever. He's a 5'8 senior, wears number 23. And Andrew Biddle, number 33, rounds out the starting 5 for the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Biddle is a 5'10 junior. So for the Bulldogs, if you've not seen them play before, they are going with Godsey, Hayes, Watson, Gibbs, and Biddle. And size-wise, they will go 5'11", 5'11", 5'10", 5'8", and 6'5". So a little bit of size out there, but I don't think as much as what the Mules offer.
Mules have, yeah.
All right, and it'll be Luke Dagg jumping at the center circle here with Brandon Watson.
Numbers are easy to read, Randy, so that's a big plus.
Yeah, and we're ready to get this game underway here, the second night of the Carmi Invitational Tournament, as the Mules trying to repeat as tournament champions. Luke Dagg has it over to Zerlini. He'll fire a three-pointer. It's good. Great start for the Mules as Zerlini tickles the twine behind the line, and now let's watch the Mules go into their defensive pressure. Yep. Hayes gets it into the hands of Godsey, and he's going to bring it up. The rest of the Mules drop back defensively. Godsey goes down the middle and scores. He's got that quick first step and that accelerator that he can turn on, and he just did right there, and it's 3-2. So good start for Harrisburg as well. Hicksonball's got it in the front court now for the Mules. Over on the right side they go to McElravy. He drives. Can't do anything. Now they give it to back out to Hicksonball. Hicksonball in the lane, picks up his dribble, comes back to McElravy. Hicksonball top of the key, fires away. It's in and out. Boy, it just spun out of there, didn't it?
Yeah, that sure did. That would have been a three if he could have made that.
Rebound by the Bulldogs as they come back the other way. Again, the Bulldogs 4-9 on the season. The Mules are 15-3. But Harrisburg playing very well as of late. They played Murfreesboro a 5-point game last week, and they beat Carmi here Monday night.
Time for a walk.
Traveling violation on Zane Hayes. That'll be the first turnover of the game for Harrisburg.
He had a good spin move underneath. He just lost his footing and traveled.
So the turnover will give the ball back to the Mules, as coming across the line will be Wyatt Gilbert with it. Gilbert looks over the defense, looking for a cutter. Now he comes out to Zerlini. He'll fire a three, and I tell you what, he says, if you're going to give it to me, I'm going to knock it down. 6-2. Zerlini with all 6 points to start this one for Fairfield. 6:14 to play, opening quarter. Bulldogs with it. You know, Zerlini with his height and with his long arms, he is very hard to defend out there on that shot. Here's a three-pointer that's up no good by Andrew Biddle of Harrisburg. And the Mules have it, and they want to race to the other end. Gilbert's going to take it all the way down. He lost his footing. Could have been called for travel, but he wasn't. Back up.
Good rebound by Luke Dagg.
Dagg couldn't score, so they'll get it back out to McElravy. Now Hicksonball leans in, can't shoot. Back to McElravy. Zerlini again. Oh,
good
nice
move
fake
by
on his
Landon.
man and missed the shot. Yeah. It was a nice move, but he didn't score. Ball goes out of bounds, going to stay with Fairfield. He kind of juked his man there in the corner.
Yeah, he sure did. Faked him out.
Mules will retain it as the pass comes inside. Out to Gilbert again. They'll swing it around to Zerlini again. He's looking at Hicksonball. Hicksonball penetrates inside with the left hand, missed it,
rebound.
Stayed with it and scores.
Good job, Kane Hicksonball, getting his own rebound, putting that back.
Good second effort. 5:25 to play here in the first quarter. Fairfield up 8-2. Here at the 41st annual Carmi Invitational Tournament. Long time they've been doing this midwinter tournament.
We sure have.
41 years. A lot of midwinter tournaments going on around the area tonight. We'll touch upon those as we go along here. And we'll talk about some upcoming opponents that Fairfield will be having, including some big games that will be coming up in some shootouts here soon.
Yeah, in February.
Yeah.
Right. A week apart.
And we hope to be on hand to bring you both of those games against state-ranked teams. And that's good competition that Fairfield's going to face.
All right.
Here's a lean-in shot that's missed. No good by Godsey, but the follow is good.
Yeah, gets his own rebound.
Good second effort there by Godsey. As that makes it 8-4. Mules up quickly as they don't waste any time getting the ball inbounds. Up with it is Gilbert. Over to Zerlini.
Long three.
He's feeling it. Missed it that time, though. Rebound by Watson. Watson's been quiet so far.
Sure has.
And they get it ahead to Gibbs. Gibbs going to take it all the way down. Missed the shot. Rebound taken out of there by Biddle. Bulldogs will reset. Back out it comes to Watson. Watson will fire away and he hits. Brandon Watson makes it 8-6 as the Bulldogs are hanging around here. And as we said at the top of the broadcast, Watson has been a guy who didn't start early in the year, but now is, and playing some good basketball for them as he got the shot right there. And look at the roll for Gilbert. Wyatt Gilbert.
He kissed that shot in.
Just kind of had a soft little touch to it, didn't it?
It sure did.
Mules back up by 4, 10-6. Good Fairfield crowd sitting on this side of the gym in front of us.
You know, if we were in a boat, Randy.
Lots of red on this side.
If we were in a boat, we would be sinking right now. I'll explain in a minute.
Oh, okay. All right. That's blocked by the Mules, but Bulldogs get it back. Here's an up and under shot that goes in by Hayes.
Good drive by Zane Hayes there. You know, look at the crowd on the opposite side over here compared to this crowd here.
Well, that's why we'd be tipping,
we'd be tipping.
If we were in a boat, we would be tipping.
Yeah, we would be. If you're a fisherman, you'd understand.
Hicksonball in and out on his shot. Rebound grabbed out of there by Biddle. Bulldogs want to run with it. They do to the other end.
Oh,
and it's blocked out of bounds by Dagg.
Yeah, good block by Luke Dagg there.
Hayes had the layup, but Dagg says, no, you don't. And we got the line change coming in as the super subs enter the contest for the Mules as Brandon Lane, Colin Massey, and Blake Pruitt all check in.
That's what's good about the Mules. They can rotate those players in and give the starting five a rest, or some of the starters a rest anyway.
And again, not just giving them a rest, but coming in and making a contribution and giving quality minutes.
Right.
There's a turnover is called there on the traveling violation for Harrisburg. That's their second turnover of the game. As the ball will go back to the Mules. 3:15 to play here, opening quarter. Good contest so far, 10-8 Fairfield on the strength of 2 3-pointers by Landon Zerlini. Massey's got it out to Lane. Now it comes over to Gilbert. Back it comes to Lane. Now to Gilbert again. Sizing up that defense. Hicksonball has it now. Penetrates inside and kisses it off the window.
It's a way to use the glass. Big guy like Kane can use the glass like that.
It's like his grandpa used to do, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Kevin McNeil. Kevin, I saw him here in the crowd earlier. He's sitting down below us as a little underhanded shot is made by the Bulldogs, and the foul is called on the Mules. And going to the line will be Will Gibbs, who connected on that shot.
Blake Pruitt, his first. That's first team foul on Fairfield this half. They gave that basket to Gibbs.
You know, Harrisburg not the least bit intimidated by the Mules here.
Not at all.
As Gibbs on the free throw is good. Makes it a 1-point game, 12-11. We said this was not going to be like the Mount Vernon, Indiana game the other night, and you can see it isn't.
Yeah.
This Harrisburg bunch is very much improved. They went 2-2 in the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. They were in the consolation championship game and lost to Hamilton County in that console title. But since that time, they, especially in the last 2 weeks, they've really turned it on. As that shot is missed by Gilbert, but he gets the follow, no good. There's Hicksonball back up and scores. Kane Hicksonball, and the Mules are controlling the rebounding here.
Sure are, yeah.
They're tearing them up on the boards, and that's been a big difference in the game so far.
They're getting second shots that normally would go in. That's just coming right out.
Zerlini checks back in the game. He'll give Wyatt Gilbert a breather. 2:08 to play here in the first quarter. So far, Harrisburg has been able to handle this zone trap. As Gibbs playing catch out there with Godsey, gets it across. They don't have any problem with it that time. Godsey out front. Comes to Will Gibbs. Gibbs around a screen. Guarded by Zerlini in the corner.
Good pressure by Landon on him.
Down to Watson. Now they skip in the corner to Hayes, and he'll fire a three-pointer. It's missed. It's rebounded by the Mules. Here goes Zerlini to the other end. Feeds it to Pruitt.
Good drive.
Pruitt
blocking
scores.
Foul. That's going to count.
Yep. Count the bucket and the foul. Pruitt took it strong to the glass that time, and what a nice feed by Landon Zerlini on that play.
Oh, exactly. Up and down the court, they came out three on one, and what a nice pass.
You know, Zerlini at 6'3" can handle the ball pretty good in the open court, and he showed you right there.
He sure did.
Had the nice dish to Pruitt as he goes to the line for the and one. Stops the clock with 1:31 here in the first quarter as Pruitt's free throw is good. 17-11, biggest lead of the game so far for the Mules. Godsey will bring it up along with Gibbs. Playing catch again as they get it across. Gibbs gets it down in the corner now to Watson. Watson swings it over to Hayes.
It's a dangerous pass to make across court like that.
And the Mules take it away.
Yep.
Third turnover on the Bulldogs. Zerlini.
Good drive
takes
by
it
Landon.
Inside, missed it. Oh, I thought we were going to get a tip in there.
I thought we were too.
By Dag, but Bulldogs come away with it. Out it comes to Godsey. Down to 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Godsey around a pick. Nothing there. Come back out to Biddle. Biddle harassed out there by Dag.
Yeah, good defense by Luke.
Now Godsey has
right
it
on
again.
Him. Almost called him to turn over.
Yeah, almost brought it out to the half
travel
line there.
there.
Almost had an over and back on the play. Here's a dish in the wing to Hayes. Can't shoot. Again, the Mules defending well.
They're playing good defense.
Shot put up by Hayes, no good. Mules with the rebound. You know, how many times has Harrisburg been limited to one shot here in the first quarter?
Yeah, that's right.
One and done.
Yeah.
It's been a big difference in this game so far.
Good pressure by the Mules, good defense this first quarter.
And the Mules are going to play it for one shot here as they wind it down to 14 seconds left. Zerlini has it. He may go one-on-one here. Let's see. He's guarded by Hayes. Nope, going to go to the left wing to Massey.
Good cut.
Backdoor
what a nice
cut.
Play.
Nice backdoor cut.
Nice assist by Noah.
As the horn sounds to end this first quarter of play, but it's a great quarter for the Mules. They lead it after one by a score of 19-11. We'll come back and bring you second quarter action in just a moment here live from Carmi on AreaSports.net. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Welcome back here to Carmi White County High School, where the Mules lead it after one quarter play over Harrisburg, 19-11. And Mark, what'd you think of that first quarter?
Well, it was good, good offensive showing by the Mules. Good offense, good defense, good team effort, passing the ball, getting it inside, and just keep up the intensity as we go in the second quarter here.
Really limited Harrisburg to one shot on most of their offensive possessions, too, didn't they?
That's right, they sure did.
All right, we start the second quarter action, and it'll be Harrisburg basketball to begin here as they find themselves down by 8 points as the Mules open in a zone here. Looks to be a 3-2 zone here.
Good steal.
Taken away by Zerlini. He's going to throw it ahead, and it's blocked from behind, out of bounds. Is trying to go up for the shot there with Gilbert.
Randy, they're calling Will Gibbs for a foul on that.
Yeah, poor Coach Smith-Peters didn't like that, did he?
Yeah, and I thought that was a good block.
Honestly, I thought it was too.
But they're going to give Wyatt, 2 shots on him.
They sure will. As that foul on Will Gibbs will be his first, and that's the second team foul on Harrisburg. Free throw is missed on the first one there.
Yeah, it sure did look like a good block from here.
Missed that one as well. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Gibbs will bring it out. Gets it ahead to Hayes. Back to Gibbs. Comes back over to Hayes. Mules in that zone, but they're really extending it out far. They're making Harrisburg try to start their offense from well out behind the volleyball line, but there's a bump, and the foul going to be called on Luke Dagg.
Yeah, that's his second team foul.
So it'll be out of bounds to the Bulldogs as it comes into Godsey. Now the Mules will pick him up man-to-man again. Godsey goes inside to Hayes. Now a shot from the corner by Gibbs is no good. Rebound by the Mules, and once again Fairfield limits them to one shot. Ahead it comes to Zerlini. His shot is blocked. Yep. Well, it came off his hand funny, and then he got his own rebound as he chased it down and scored.
Just like a layup on that. Rebound, his own shot, and layup.
Yeah,
timeout Harrisburg.
Yeah, kind of came off his hand really funny that time, but he knew it right away, and he chased it down. Went and got it and scored, so you got to give him credit.
Yeah.
Timeout on the court, 6:52 to go in the first half. Mules up by 10. We'll be right back. This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team, such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing. Back at Carmi High School at the 41st Annual Carmi Invitational Tournament. Mules played error-free basketball in that first quarter. No turnovers on Fairfield, 4 turnovers on Harrisburg. As the Bulldogs have the ball coming out of the timeout, find themselves down by 10 here. Godsey controls it. Go ahead.
Again, they're throwing, they're pushing that the defense pushing Mount Vernon. There you go for Harrisburg with the
Wyatt Gilbert with the steal and the deuce. And another turnover results in another bucket for the Mules.
Yeah, they're really pressuring Harrisburg right there at almost center court, Randy, as you mentioned earlier.
5 turnovers on the Bulldogs now as they skip past it over to, I got somebody new in the game there. That is, no, I'm sorry, that's Biddle.
Yeah.
Thought that was somebody different for a second. Biddle's got the basketball right now as he is harassed out there again by Gilbert. Now it comes to Gibbs, to Biddle again. Godsey,
good defense,
knocked away, almost stolen. Back out it comes to Gibbs again, and there is another steal.
Another good defensive play by Luke Dagg.
Mules with good defense. Get the ball up to Gilbert. Out it comes to Hicksonball for three. Missed it. Dagg with the rebound and sticks it back in. Those garbage buckets are so important. You got to have those in the course of a basketball game to be successful, and that was big.
Over and back.
Palming the basketball. Turnover on the Bulldogs. It's number 7.
That's killing Harrisburg this first half.
It is. That Mules defense. Creating offense as Fairfield leads it by 14. We've got 5:33 to play here in the first quarter. Out front with it is McElravy, and he's fouled on the reach-in there by Biddle. Biddle complaining to the official, thought he was hooked a little bit there.
That's his first third-team foul.
Non-shooting foul, so it'll be out of bounds to the Mules. Mules will play again Friday night here.
Good inside feed
Look
into
at that
Luke
nice
Dagg.
feed.
That was beautiful by Kane Hicksonball.
Dagg on the deuce. He has scored 4 points in a row here, and it's 27-11.
Playing good defense and showing some offense there.
And again, playing very unselfish too.
Yeah.
So moving that basketball around. Again, they go to that zone, looking for the trap. With it out there is Gibbs. Gibbs in the corner there to Hayes. Back to Gibbs. Over it comes to Biddle now. I'll tell you what, it's tough for Harrisburg to get a good quality shot
sure
now.
It is, yeah.
Mules playing some really good defense.
Yeah, another
That's taken
turnover
away again. They tried to bounce pass it in there. Hicksonball's got it. He's going to take
Good
it all
drive.
the way down. Banks it up, no
Gets his
good.
rebound. Look at that.
Followed, no good. Picks it up again, spins, and they're going to call a jump ball
on that
play.
The Mules ball.
Possession arrow will favor Fairfield with 4:38 to play here in the first half. Fairfield will keep the basketball right here.
Now that's the 8th turnover for Harrisburg this first half.
Sure is. And I still don't have Fairfield for a turnover.
No, I don't either. I'm trying to follow along and keep them. Yep.
As a shot was missed there by Zerlini. Bulldogs get the rebound, bring it back the other way. Jesse Lawler is in the game for Harrisburg now. And there's another steal.
Good
and
drive
all the
by
way
Wyatt.
down, the layup is good by Gilbert. Gilbert makes it 29-11. It's another timeout by Harrisburg. That's turnover number 9 on the Bulldogs. As we get another timeout on the floor, and we will take timeout as well. Be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
Well, Mark, if you're Coach Scott McElravy, you got to be thrilled with the way this one has started. A little bit of a slow start as Harrisburg was hanging around there for a little bit. But I think the Mules are on a 16-point run, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I think it was 13-11 at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's 29-11. So I think it's a 16-0 run by Fairfield here.
And still good defense and holding Harrisburg scoreless so far this second quarter.
Jesse Lawler in the ball game for the Bulldogs. He's got the basketball right now. They get it down into the corner to Hayes. Back to Lawler. Out it comes to Gibbs.
Yeah, throw another turnover.
Yep, that's going to be turnover number 10 on the Bulldogs as they tried to get the pass down low and nobody home. Mules will bring it back up.
Good inside
Backdoor
feed.
cut. Landon Zerlini. Oh, it rolled out of there. Nice play, but it just spun out. Bulldogs with the rebound. They'll come back the other way. They get it ahead to Hayes. Hayes drives.
He walked.
Yep, he
Yeah,
sure
they're going
did.
to call him for a walk.
Turnover number 11.
Yeah.
Bulldogs struggling to get a shot off now
Yeah.
with the pesky Mule defense here.
Yeah, good defense by Fairfield. Still no score for Harrisburg this second quarter, and we have about 3.5 minutes, under 3.5 minutes.
We've got a final from the Salem Invitational Tournament. East St. Louis has beaten Highland 73-22.
Oh, wow.
As the pass comes into Hicksonball, and he scores. Mules are rolling, up by 20, 31-11. And again, it's an 18-0 run here for the Mules.
Gibbs thought about a 3, but decided, no, I better not take it.
They're just having a hard time
they
getting an
are.
open look, period. Lawler takes it inside the lane.
Yeah,
Probably
another
should have
turnover.
shot it. He was in the lane.
Yeah,
he
he was
probably
right
should have
there.
shot it. There's a turnover on the Mules.
Yeah,
Their first.
That's their first.
As Harrisburg brings it back the other way, and we've got a reach-in foul.
Yeah, they're going to call Landon Zerlini on that foul. Landon went for the ball, but they say he got a little piece of Harrisburg player. That's his first, third team foul.
So at the line, that will send Will Gibbs. And his free throw is short. At the Benton Invitational Tournament, Pinckneyville leads Hamilton County at halftime, 29-11. More substitutions coming into the game now as Harrisburg has Watson check back in.
They giving him 3 shots on this, Randy?
Apparently so.
Apparently, yeah.
Colin Massey also checks back in for.
He missed his first one, made the second one. He missed this one. So, yeah, they gave him 3 shots on that.
Bulldogs with the rebound, moving around the perimeter, trying to get a shot if they can.
Oh, he threw it away. Another turnover.
Yeah, that'll be number 12. Brumbaugh is also in the game for Harrisburg. That's Ben Brumbaugh, 5'11 junior.
What do you have on turnover? I got 13.
I had 12, but I could have easily missed one, Mark, so we'll go with yours.
Okay.
Because the Mules
sounds
are
better.
Mules are creating a bunch of them, that's
yeah, they
for
are.
sure.
They sure are.
Colin Massey leaves it for Gilbert. Back out it comes to McElravy. Inside the lane, missed it. Tip back up, no good, and brought out of there on the rebound by Lawler. Bulldogs want to push it. They haven't scored in a long, long time. Since early in the first quarter, they haven't scored. Lawler all the way over on the other side again now to Brumbaugh. Back it comes out here to Gibbs.
3-2 defense is eating up Harrisburg.
Oh, absolutely it is. Here's a three-pointer. That's off the mark, no good by Lawler. Rebound by the Mules. And again, one and done is Harrisburg.
Yeah.
When they get a shot off, they get one crack at it.
If they get a shot, if they're not turning the ball over.
Right. And Fairfield crashed the boards. This game was 13-11 at one point, folks, and now it's 31-11. That's what the Mules have done. That's a turnover on the Mules. Back the other way, streaking down and putting up the shot was Brumbaugh, but he's fouled. And we'll go to the line. And
be a first on Noah McElravy, 14th foul against the Mules.
see if Harrisburg can stop the bleeding here. Another free throw coming. And missed that one, but they got their own rebound.
Yeah,
so they got another chance here.
Yeah, their 2 points this quarter, Randy's on free throws.
Oh, that's all they've had. Yeah, no field goals at all. That's right. Lawler with it out there. Gives it up to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh guarded by McElravy.
Again, good defense by the Mules.
You know, a lot of people, when they play a zone, they just kind of stand around and kind of bob back and forth and that sort of thing. Not the Mules. You see how they're moving their feet on defense?
Moving their feet and their hands are in the air.
They're playing a zone, but they're playing that zone very aggressively. They're really, really moving their feet. Their hands are active, and as a result, you see what happens. They get another steal. And here's a shot from the corner. Bingo! Noah McElravy dials long distance. 34-13. Mules looking impressive here.
They are. Looking really good.
And that ball is knocked out of bounds. Back it comes to Harrisburg again and knocked out again.
Again, Harrisburg just looks like they're just not clicking at all, Randy, like we thought they might in this game.
Well, I think the Mules took the wind out of their
did.
sails with that defense. I mean, they went on that, what was it, an 18-0 run before Harrisburg finally scored. We're down to 13 seconds left here in the first half. Here's a wide open look, and it's missed, no good.
Good rebound by Luke Dagg.
Mules have it. Can they get a shot off? Gilbert out to McElravy. He'll fire. It's off, no good, as the horn sounds to end the first half of play. But what a great half of basketball for the Fairfield Mules, particularly that second quarter. That was real impressive. After one half, the score is Fairfield 34 and Harrisburg 13. We'll be back with the halftime stats and talk not only more about this game, we'll talk about other games in this tournament. We're going to talk about some other winter tournaments in the area. We'll share some other scores for you from other games, and we'll talk about the upcoming schedule for the Mules and some of the big games they've got coming up, including a game with Pinckneyville and a game with Nashville. We'll talk all about that with you coming up here live on AreaSports.net. Stay with us. Houghton's Pizza House in McLeansboro has been serving up delicious pizza and sandwiches since 1978. That's over 40 years. It's great food at a great price. You can choose from their specialty pizza such as veggie pizza, taco pizza, supreme pizza, or create your own pizza masterpiece and choose from the toppings that you like. Dick and Lucille and their staff are ready to serve you Tuesday through Sunday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Alton's Pizza House. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Alton's Pizza House, a Southern Illinois tradition since 1978.
Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics are pleased to welcome new providers to our Carmi Family Clinic on Oak Street. Jamie Jacobs is a family nurse practitioner that not only calls White County home, but has 5 years of critical care experience. Also new to our team, internist Dr. Brett Schwarm has decades of expertise in providing adult and pediatric care. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic has you covered. Plus, don't forget, weekend walk-in clinics on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. It really is all about your health at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic.
Renshaw Title and Abstract has been purchased by Olson and REEVES, attorneys at law, and has reopened under its new name, Mount Vernon Title Company. Through the resources of Olson and REEVES, Mount Vernon Title Company offers title insurance and title examinations for residential and commercial properties, as well as deed preparation, closings, signings, and escrow services. If you're involved in a real estate transaction, depend on Mount Vernon Title Company at 1015 Broadway, downtown Mount Vernon. You can call them at 316-7322. That's 316-7322. Yeah, welcome back here to halftime as the Fairfield Mules lead this one over Harrisburg by a score of 34-13. I'm Randy Olson along with Mark Wells, just having a little bit of fun here, and talk about having fun. The Fairfield Mules having fun here in the first half.
Boy, they sure were, Randy. What an awesome first half for Fairfield. 34 first half points for the Mules and 15 for this second quarter, and they were led in the first half in scoring by Landon Zerlini. He has 10 points. Kane Hicksonball with 8. Wyatt Gilbert with 6. Then you have Noah McElravy with 3. Luke Dagg has 4. And Blake Pruitt has 3 for the Mules for a total of 34 first half points. The Mules only had 2 turnovers the first half, and scoring 15 points that second quarter for Harrisburg.
So six guys in the scoring column for Fairfield in the first half.
Right, in the first half alone, right.
Pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah, and Harrisburg, just what can you say about that? Not a very good first half at all. Only 13 points here at halftime. And the Mules, by the way, in that first half free throw-wise, they were 1 for 3 from the line. Harrisburg led by Michael Godsey. He has 4 points. Zane Hayes and Brandon Watson with 2. And Will Gibbs and Ben Brombaugh with 1 point each. And only 2 points that second quarter for Harrisburg, Randy. And they were 3 for 6 from the line. But what's really killed them at this point in the game, the first half, 13 turnovers.
Yeah.
13 turnovers.
Yeah, and again, you got to credit that Mule defense for that.
Exactly. The Mules, they came out, they played good. They played good defense. And again, you know, as you mentioned, a lot of times defensive players will come out, just stand, but the Mules are waving their hands, you know, distracting the Harrisburg players, and it is a distraction to them. It's shown here in the game, and Mules really just clicking on offense and playing very, very, very good defense.
There are some other tournament games going on around the area tonight. Why don't you mention some of those tournaments going on, Mark?
Sure. The Benton Invitational Tournament's going on. Vandalia is playing Benton tonight. Pinckneyville and Hamilton County, Cesar-Valere and Meridian. And here at the Carmi Invitational Tournament, a game earlier tonight when we got here, Mount Vernon, Indiana and Edwards County. Mount Vernon, Indiana won that game in overtime over Edwards County. 71-64, and to note in that game, that's Mount Vernon, Indiana's first win. And Edwards County did lead most of the game, but Mount Vernon, Indiana, again, crucial down, big win for them, and they hit key free throws at the end of the game there.
Yeah.
And later on tonight, Mount Carmel is going to play Carmi after the Fairfield-Harrisburg game.
You mentioned Benton and Vandalia playing at the Benton Invitational Tournament. Benton won that game over Vandalia by a score of 62-49, as Danny and Billy are doing that over there on our sister website, foxesfans.net. And also, right now, you've got Hamilton County playing Pinckneyville, and Pinckneyville leads that one 29-11 at halftime over there. Also in the Midland Trail Conference tournament tonight, Sisney has defeated Grayville by a score of 61-44.
And in that tournament as well, Christ Our Rock Lutheran taking on Weber Township also. Over at Nashville, Breeze Mater Dei taking on Metro East Lutheran, and Nashville taking on Brentwood, Missouri. The Oakville Invitational, it's Carlisle and Alton Marquette, and Oakville taking on Waterloo Jabot. And the Sparta Midwinter Classic, Murfreesboro is going to play Steelville, Columbia and Waterloo, and the Freeburg Midgets taking on Sparta.
How about that?
Yeah.
And we do have a final on that Murfreesboro-Steelville game. Murfreesboro has defeated Steelville tonight in that tournament by a score of 51-39. So there's some scores for you from around the area. When we come back, we're going to talk about a special promotion that's coming up in Albion here real soon at the Edwards County High School. That is Jay Scheidler, a basketball legend here in Southern Illinois. We'll talk about that appearance that he's going to do on April 11th at the Edwards County High School gym. And we're going to talk about some upcoming games that the Mules are going to have, including a couple shootouts that they're going to be in soon. So stay tuned. We'll be back with all that in just a moment here live from the Carmi Invitational Tournament.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Back at the Carmi Invitational Tournament, Mark, a couple of really special games coming up for the Fairfield Mules here soon, as they're going to be playing in two different shootouts, games that we'll be covering here on AreaSports.net. They're going to play a couple of state-ranked teams, and we're going to find out how good these Fairfield Mules are in those games, aren't we?
Yeah, coming up February 1st down at the Pinckneyville Panther Showcase, Randy, at 8 o'clock on that Saturday night at Pinckneyville taking on Fairfield. And then February 8th, a week later, the Benton Rich Herring Classic, 4 o'clock that afternoon. Nashville and the Mules are going to play. Two state-ranked teams, as you mentioned.
Yeah, that's awesome. We've already got approval from the shootout directors for both those schools to enable us to come in and set up shop and video stream those games. So we plan on being there to carry the Mules against Pinckneyville and the Mules against Nashville at those two shootouts coming up. And then on Saturday, April 11th, Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, who, of course, won 2 state tournament hardware trophies at Lawrenceville, won state championship in 74, got 3rd place in 76. Then he went on to the University of Kentucky and won a national championship in college. He is going to be coming to speak and be interviewed and take questions from the public and just to have a good old time at the Edwards County High School gym, Mark, on Saturday, April 11th. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, Randy, and tickets are available, $20 each. If you have a group of 10 or more, you can get them for $15. And that includes a meal as well. As a meal, we're going to have a catered meal by Jason Laws out of Mount Carmel. And if you just want to come and listen to Jay speak, those tickets are $12 each. Doors will open at 5. The dinner will be at 5:30. And if you're holding an orange ticket, you'll be able to enter the gym around 6:30 p.m. And proceeds are going to go to help fund a new program at the Hope Center in Albion. Steve Smith is over the Hope Center. It's for infants and children. And tickets are available at goodconcerts.com and very other outlets in Fairfield. Fairfield at Carter Turf and Tractor. Also Fairfield Banking Company and Fairfield National Bank and Doug Aman State Farm Insurance, and over in Albion, Doug Horton Country Financial Insurance and Citizens National Bank have tickets available.
So if you don't yet have your tickets, get out and get those before they're gone. You don't want to miss an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He lives in Lexington, Kentucky, doesn't make it back here to Southern Illinois very often, and this is going to be a very special evening with him on stage at the Edwards County High School gym. And it's going to be kind of a living room setting. It'll be a dinner theater type of setup, and it'll be really, really a neat event.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun that night.
Sure is. We are off and running here in the second half as the Bulldogs have the basketball, and they're going to fire a three-pointer, and knocking it down is Andrew Biddle. That's exactly what the Bulldogs needed to start this second half, didn't they, Mark?
Oh, they sure did. They come out, and there you go. We'll see what happens now.
They just couldn't get anything going in the second quarter as the Mules defense was just stifling out there. Zerlini thinks about a shot, puts it on the dribble instead, leaves it for Hicksonball. Hicksonball leans in, puts up the shot himself, and hits a 12-footer. Kane Hicksonball puts the Mules back up by 20. And let's see if Harrisburg can solve the defense of the Mules.
They come out with the press.
Fairfield created a lot of turnovers on Harrisburg in the first half, particularly that second quarter. I mean, they went on an 18-0 run and really has kind of left a lot of space between them and the Bulldogs.
Double team by the Mules.
Gibbs has it. Over to Godsey.
3-2 zone they're in.
Back out it comes to Biddle.
That's what's hurt Harrisburg all night, that zone defense.
Took it away again. Another turnover as Godsey had it taken away from him. Mules get it up quickly. Zerlini behind the line. Three-pointer. Missed it this time. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Godsey comes out on the dribble with it. All the way down the paint. Missed the shot, but a foul is going to be called. And Godsey will go to the line.
It's going to be on Landon Zerlini. That's his second first-team foul this half.
Michael Godsey, a 5'11 sophomore for Coach Randy Smith-Peters, who's been at the helm at Harrisburg for 27 years. And like we said at the top of the broadcast, he's won the title here at the Carmi Invitational 10 times.
What an accomplishment for Coach Randy.
Including the 2013 tournament. And here's a steal by the Mules, and taking it down and scoring is Kane Hicksonball. I started to say that the Bulldogs won the tournament here in 2013, and that's also the year they won the state championship. Only lost one time that entire season. As a three-pointer is knocked down by Biddle.
His second three-pointer in a row.
Mules might have to step out a little bit closer on him defensively. 38-19. We are in the third quarter. 5:57 to play as McElravy has it. Comes over to Gilbert.
When was the last time you sat at a school desk, Randy?
Yeah, that's what we're sitting at tonight. A couple of small school desks. As Wyatt Gilbert misses it. Inside Hicksonball, and the rebound won't go.
Oh, good tip out to Luke Dagg by Kane.
Mules doing a great job on the boards, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. Good
all
drive by Wyatt.
In.
Just couldn't get it to fall.
Just wouldn't fall. Talking about Jay Scheidler, and saw Wyatt Gilbert there. His dad, Fred Gilbert, played against Jay Scheidler back in the mid-'70s, and I'm sure Fred will want to be there at that event as the shot's put up out front by Gibbs, no good. I'm sure Fred's got a few stories.
I'm sure.
About playing against Scheidler, as we all do. All I know is we couldn't stop him. Inside it goes.
Nice drive by Landon.
He couldn't quite get it to fall, but Landon will earn himself a trip to the charity stripe.
I'm going to get two out of that.
Yeah.
That's his first on Brandon Watson, first team foul this half on Harrisburg.
4:55 to play here, third quarter. Christ Our Rock leads Weber Township at the half, 30-26. That's a game going on in the Midland Trail Conference tonight. And after three quarters play, Pinckneyville leads Hamilton County 54-20 over at the Benton Invitational Tournament. We'll have all these scores, of course, posted for you on our website here at AreaSports.net later on this evening as the Mules reach in and
jump
tie them up.
Yeah.
Yep. Good job by Wyatt Gilbert. And it'll be Fairfield ball as the possession arrow will favor the Mules. And it comes to Hickson ball. Back out to Gilbert. Now to Dagg. Gilbert again. Out he comes to Zerlini. Zerlini inside the lane. Missed the shot, but he's fouled. And Landon will go back to the line for Fairfield.
Michael Godsey, that's his second team foul.
Well, the Mules will play the host Carmi Bulldogs here Friday night, a team that gave the Mules some fits here last Friday night on this same floor. So they'll have a rematch here at the tournament on Friday night. And then Saturday, the Mules will have 2 games. They'll play an afternoon game against Edwards County, and then they'll play the final game of the tournament Saturday night against Mount Carmel in what most people think will probably be the championship game. And if everything plays out, that's probably what will happen. As Landon Zerlini good on the free throws, makes it 40-19. As the Bulldogs try to solve this press by the Mules.
I got another Scheidler story I'll share with you in a little while, Randy.
Sure.
When we get a moment.
Yeah. We love those Scheidler stories. Gibbs goes inside to Godsey. He pump fakes, missed the shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Looks like that's going to be on Luke Dagg. That's his second team foul.
Carbondale is playing Salem tonight up at the Salem Invitational Tournament, and after one quarter, Carbondale leads Salem 12-6. Carbondale entered that tournament this year after Centralia dropped out. Mount Vernon Rams will be in action there tomorrow night against Effingham. I'm going to be up there at that game tomorrow night. As free throw is made by Godsey. 40-20.
You know, we talked about Scheidler, and you know he was lightning fast.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone remembers Dick Lear, longtime baseball coach in Fairfield. Dick was also a basketball referee, and I will never forget one time he was in Lawrenceville doing a JV game up there, doing a game in Lawrenceville, and he called a TV timeout, and Ron Felling questioned him. I'll tell you in a moment. Landon Zerlini.
He tickles the twine behind the line, 43-20. Landon, is that his third trifecta of the game?
Trifecta. Yeah. Anyway, Jay, Dick called a TV timeout. Ron Felling questioned him and said, what are you calling a TV timeout for? Michael Godsey on that drive.
Godsey with a nice move.
And Dick says, I'm winded and can't keep up with Scheidler. You need to take him out so I can take a break.
Well, hey, that was true.
Yeah.
Zerlini again for 3, won't go. And it's rebounded by Barners, who's in there. Darian Barners in the game for Harrisburg. Shot is missed. Rebounded by the Mules. Here's the outlet pass all the way down to Gilbert.
Easy layup.
Wyatt Gilbert scores in transition for the Mules. 3:15 to play here, third quarter. Yeah, that I could just see Dick Lear saying that.
And he did that more than once.
Oh, yeah. Well,
travel on Godsey.
We're losing track of the turnovers here on Harrisburg.
Yeah.
It's been a bunch.
Yeah.
More substitutions for the Mules as they come in with the super subs again.
No, 2 they've turned over there.
Colin Massey, Brandon Lane in the game, along with Blake Pruitt. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the quarter. Pruitt's got it. Comes over to Gilbert. Back out it comes to Massey for 3, and he strokes it. Colin Massey says, I can do this too, and he certainly can. And as we've said before, Massey's one of those guys that would probably start for a lot of other teams as Pruitt comes out of there.
Good block by Kane Hickson ball to get that ball back.
3-pointer by Blake Pruitt. Everybody getting in on the phone.
Timeout Harrisburg.
You bet. Timeout with 2:28 to go here in the third quarter. 51-22, Mules in control. We'll be back with more in a moment.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Back at Carmi High School, the Mules just doing it on both ends here, Mark. An impressive game here, leading at 51-22.
Yeah, you've got Colin Massey and Blake Pruitt to come into the game. Both have three-point basket. And, again, you know, just all-around good offense and defense for the Mules tonight, Randy.
Can't emphasize enough how Fairfield has done a great job of crashing the boards tonight, limiting Harrisburg to one shot most of the time. Back to live action as the Bulldogs will have it. Got to go length of the floor. Mules in that 1-2-2 zone trap. And let's see. The Bulldogs will get it across to Biddle. And take it away.
Turnover.
There's Noah McElravy with it. Mules in transition. They're going to give it to Massey, and he lays it up and in. Nice feed from McElravy to Massey.
I've got Harrisburg with 4 turnovers this half.
So that's what, 16 or 17 for the game? Yeah. All right, with it now is Lawler. He'll drive baseline, missed it. And rebound by McElravy, and
good rebound.
He's fouled from behind.
Yeah.
You know, McElravy, only 5'10", but he mixes it up in there.
He sure did. He went way up there on the boards. That was on Darian Barners. It's his first 13 foul.
Minute 48 to play, and if it score holds, we'll go to a running clock here in the fourth quarter. And it's so odd because at one time this game was 13-11. And look at it now. Amazing. Up and under move by Brandon Lane with the left hand.
Nice move.
Great up and under move by Brandon Lane. Again, one of the super subs off the bench for Fairfield. 55-22.
And they're going to call Brandon for a blocking foul. That's going to be his first, the third team foul on the Mules.
So Andrew Biddle will go to the line for Harrisburg. Looking for some points here. They've been kind of few and far between for them.
Yeah, other than Andrew Biddle, Michael Godsey is the only other person scoring this third quarter.
Free throws are good. Fairfield ball. Minute 19 left in the quarter. Massey out front. Comes to Pruitt. To McElravy. They do a pick and roll, but now they go inside to Zerlini. His turnaround's up and in.
Yeah, a strong move to the basket by Landon.
Landon posted up that time, and they gave him the rock, and he turned around and dropped it in. 57-24. Bulldogs back in the front court with it is Lawler. Tries to bounce it inside the lane. Wanted to get it in there to Beal, but knocked away by the Mules. They call it a kick ball as Zerlini gets a nice hand as he comes out of the game, and he's replaced in there by Caleb Freimeyer, who's in the game for the Mules. Freimeyer, a 6'2 senior, missed a lot of the early part of the season. I think he was recovering from an injury, but he's back now playing for Fairfield, and good to see him out there. He got some minutes the other night, too, in their win on Monday against Mount Vernon, Indiana. Drive down the lane. Shot is missed there by Brumball, but a foul is called on the Mules.
Colin Massey is first, fourth team foul. They're going to give Brumball 2 on that.
So Ben Brumball gets the first free throw. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Again, the Mules will play Carmi here Friday night, and then 2 games on Saturday. We believe we'll be here for at least the Mount Carmel game on Saturday night, which should be the championship. As the three-pointer's knocked down again by Massey. Colin Massey got a nice stroke out there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. 8 points, Randy, coming off the bench. Good job.
13 seconds left in the quarter as Mules dive on the floor. Pruitt's got it.
There was a turnover on
Ahead
Harrisburg.
it goes to Massey. Makes the shot and he's fouled, and give Pruitt the assist on the play. Great ball movement by the Mules as they look up the court.
Hobby Bill, his first, fourth team foul.
And Massey will be at the line for the and one. And yeah, you're right. He's come off the bench and really putting some points up here for the Mules. 63-25.
11 points for Colin.
3 seconds to play. Harrisburg heaves one at the horn. It won't go, and that is the end of the third quarter play. It's all Mules, 63-25. We were talking to you about the Jay Schuyler event coming up in Albion. Take a look and listen to this right now.
Hey, basketball fans, you're invited to enjoy an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He's coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. Jay Scheidler won a state championship with Lawrenceville in 1974 and finished third in 76. He also won a national championship with Kentucky in 1978. And he was selected as Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois during his senior year when he averaged over 32 points per game. Nobody else in Illinois has ever shot the basketball with the accuracy or the range of Jay Scheidler. And he could jump out of the gym, too. Jay Scheidler will tell all about his basketball stories and share his faith during an evening with the Blonde Bomber. Make plans to come out and hear and meet Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, on Saturday, April 11th at the Edwards County High School Gym in Albion. Tickets are just $20 each, which includes the meal. And music will be provided by the Judah First Band. Find more information by going to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com.
And Mark, I know you said several more tickets were sold online today. So again, if you don't yet have your tickets, don't sit around and wait because you don't want to miss out on this event.
Get your tickets as soon as you can.
Three-pointer put up no good by the Mules there as McGuire Taylor missed on the shot. As the Bulldogs get the rebound, we're going to see a lot more subs in the game here in the fourth quarter for the Mules, and we will have we don't have a running clock yet because it's, we do.
Another turnover by Harrisburg.
As a shot is missed underneath there by Freimeyer. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Yeah, we'll have a running clock here because it's a 38-point lead. Anytime you're over 30 in a fourth quarter, they'll run the clock. Godsey has it. Right side to Brumbaugh. Down to Beal. Long three-pointer. No good by Gibbs. Rebound by the Mules. Pruitt goes ahead to Freimeyer. Saves it. Back out to Vaughn. Top of the key now. Pruitt missed the shot. And it's rebounded out of there by Brumbaugh. Bulldogs with it. 6:35 to go in the game. Bounce pass inside. There's the turnaround, and it's going to be short there by Nate Lawrence, who's in the game for Harrisburg. He's a 6'2 freshman. Pretty good size for a freshman.
Yeah.
6'2. See what Randy Smith-Peters does with him the next couple of years. There's Freimeyer inside the lane. His shot goes. Good to see him get a bucket there. Caleb Freimeyer scores for the Mules. Under 6 minutes left. Wraparound pass, out for a long three-pointer, and that's knocked down by Ben Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh dials long distance for the Bulldogs. See what the Mules do now. Vaughn, out it comes here to McGuire Taylor. Oh, knocked away, almost stolen. It is stolen.
Oh, nice behind the back save.
Good play by the Bulldogs. Waits for the defender to go by, but then blowing the layup there was Beal, and the Mules are there for the rebound. They throw it ahead to Freimeyer. Look out, he might flush it.
No, thought about it.
He can do it, I can tell you. He has got hops. Might have jumped too early that time.
I think he realized he was too far away from the basket.
Yeah, I think he jumped a little too early that time. I thought he was going to flush it.
Yeah, I thought so.
Clock still running, 5:09 to play in the game.
Dylan Best, his first, 15 foul.
Ben Brumbaugh at the line for the Bulldogs, and he connects. 65-29. Back to our schedule on Saturday. Yeah, we'll be here for the championship game against Mount Carmel Saturday night, fans, so don't worry about that. I don't know if we'll be here for the Saturday afternoon game against Edwards County because we've got to wait and see what happens at the Salem Invitational Tournament. Mount Vernon plays there tomorrow against Effingham, and depending upon what happens there tomorrow and Friday will depend upon what time the Rams play on Saturday, as Freimeyer misses it. Here's the Bulldogs throwing it ahead, and that layup is missed underneath by Lawrence, the freshman. And the Mules lose it out of bounds. So just keep your eye on the website as we schedule games. You'll be able to just look on the website and see what games we have scheduled. And be sure and check our sister website as well, foxesfans.net, because Danny and Billy are down at the Benton Invitational Tournament. And there's a lot of good games going on down there, of course, as well, that you can watch, okay, next couple days. We might also sneak into the Midland Trail Conference tournament on Saturday afternoon as well. Again, all depends upon what happens at Salem. I'll just be honest with you. But the Woodlawn will be in the championship game Saturday afternoon in the Midland Trail, and it probably will be against Wayne City, although we don't know that for sure yet. And if that ends up being a Woodlawn-Wayne City final, we may be there for that on Saturday afternoon prior to coming down here for the championship between Fairfield and Mount Carmel. So did that all make sense?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Just check the website.
Just check the website so you'll know where we're going to be. Because right now, we don't know where we're going to be, for sure. All depends. But I'm pretty sure we'll be here Saturday night. Just doubt that we'll be here Friday night against Carmi, only because I think we'll probably still be in Salem. Mount Vernon has a chance to definitely go far in that tournament, but that is a loaded tournament. You got Teotopoulos in there, East St. Louis in there. Look at that. Unbelievable. Camden Robbins buries one. Good for him. Robbins from the left corner pocket makes it 68-30 Mules with 2:39 left. Bulldogs penetrate inside. Shot is missed by Brumball. Save from going out of bounds by Barners, I should say. Mules get it ahead. Here comes Freimeyer. Nice, missed the shot. Rebound Lawrence for the Bulldogs. Outlets it to Beal. And that one's blocked from behind by Freimeyer, but he may get the foul here, too.
It's going to be on Caleb Freimeyer, his first. Team foul number 6.
Well, the Mules have definitely looked impressive.
Yeah,
tonight.
They sure have, Randy. A lot of scoring from many people in the Mules lineup tonight.
Free throw is no good by Javi Beal.
Again, the turnovers have really killed Harrisburg here.
Yeah, the Mules have dialed up the strong defense again tonight. And that's certainly made a difference.
19 turnovers for Harrisburg.
68-31. Here's Derek Vaughn from the corner. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Derek Vaughn says, hey, give me the rock. Vaughn makes it 71-31. Bulldogs have it back in the corner with Barners. He's cut off on the baseline by Freimeyer, who takes it away from him.
By the Mules. He needs help.
Yeah, looks for an outlet, and it's now taken away from him. Bulldogs have it, and sticking it in the hole is Darian Barners. Barners scores to make it 71-33. Well, again, the Mules will play Friday night here against Carmi. They'll play Saturday afternoon against Edwards County, and they'll play Saturday night against Mount Carmel, which should probably be the championship game if everything plays out, but you never know. That's why you play the game. Turnover on the Mules, as taking it away was Jesse Lawler, and then he is fouled. 37 seconds to go, and Lawler's going to go to the line. As we have this running clock here in the fourth quarter.
Derek Vaughn, his 5th. 17 foul.
Free throw no good. We're down to 15 seconds left. The Fairfield cheerleaders getting ready to throw out some water bottles or something.
There you go.
Looks like it. Free throw good. 71-34. That might be our final. I think it's going to be, as the Mules are going to dribble it out as the water bottles come up into the crowd from the Fairfield cheerleaders. And a nice win tonight by the Mules as they look impressive in controlling this one over the Harrisburg Bulldogs by a score of 71-34 as Mark works on our post-game stats. And we'll come back and share those with you in just a moment and wrap things up here from Carmi on AreaSports.net. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500. Welcome back here to Carmi High School, where the Fairfield Mules have flexed their muscle in the first two games here. Got off to a little bit of a slow start tonight as Harrisburg was hanging around, and at one point it was 13-11. Late in the first quarter, the Mules wrapped up the first quarter by leading 19-11, and then just went on a tear after that. In fact, at one point the Mules had an 18-0 run and put the Harrisburg Bulldogs away, winning it here by a score of 71-34. You see the Carmi Bulldogs coming out on the floor right now to warm up for the next game. We will not be bringing that one to you. It's going to be Carmi against Mount Carmel here in just a moment. Mark is working on our post-game stats, which we will share with you in just a moment. And again, the Mules will play here on Friday night. We probably won't be here on Friday night for that game because we'll be at the Salem Invitational Tournament where the Mount Vernon Rams are playing. And again, Saturday's schedule is a little bit up in the air. I'm pretty sure we'll be here for the championship game on Saturday night when the Mules will take on Mount Carmel if everything plays out right. And the Mules will play Edwards County on Saturday afternoon. The Mules should be, again, favored against both Carmi and Edwards County. But, again, you never know. That's why you play the game. And but if everything plays out, it should be the Mules in the championship game Saturday night. And it would likely be, Mount Carmel with the same unbeaten 4-0 record at that point, but who knows? This game coming up, Carmi is very dangerous against Mount Carmel. I could see Carmi possibly knocking off Mount Carmel here. I mean, anything can happen, especially since Carmi is going to be kind of got a little chip on their shoulder after losing to Harrisburg on Monday night.
Oh, exactly. Randy.
So I think really anything can probably happen in this game that's coming up.
Yeah. Mount Carmel's been an up-and-down team most of the
they
year,
have
too.
Been. They really have been, but they've got some size, and the Appleby kid, I mean, he's 6'9", and he's a load in there. So, I mean, they're a very formidable opponent.
Sure.
Well, tell us how the Mules did it tonight, Mark.
Well, the Mules won final score 71-34, and they had three players in double figures. Landon Zerlini had 17 points, Randy, followed by Kane Hicksonball with 12. And Colin Massey come off the bench. He had 11 points in the game. And then you have Wyatt Gilbert with 8, Noel McElravy with 3. Noel was kind of shut down tonight, but played good defense. Then you had Luke Dagg with 4. Blake Pruitt with 6, Brandon Lane with 2, Derek Vaughn with 3, Caleb Freimeyer with 2, and Camden Robbins with 3 for a total of 71 points for the Mules. There were 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
And do I count 11 different Mules in the scoring column?
Yeah, 11 Mules in the scoring column.
11 guys in the scoring column for the Mules. Yeah. You have got to be happy with that. You talk about spreading the love around.
Exactly. And the Mules, if we were correct, they only had 3 turnovers the entire game.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Took care of the basketball.
They sure did. For Harrisburg, their final, they had 34 points. They were led in scoring by actually Andrew Biddle. He had 8. Michael Godsey with 7. Then you have Zane Hayes and Brandon Watson with 2. Darian Barners with 2, Javier Beal with 1. Ben Brombaugh had 7, and Jesse Lawler with 1. They were 11 of 20 from the free throw line, Randy, but the thing that really killed Harrisburg tonight was their turnovers. They had 19.
Mm-hmm.
And, two things you got to remember here when you're playing basketball. Free throws will win you ball games. Turnovers will kill you.
Yeah, you got to make your free throws. You got to take care of the basketball.
You sure do.
Yeah, right. And Harrisburg had some trouble with that tonight.
Yep.
But credit the Mules defense. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, what a game by the Mules!
Yeah.
What do you say as a coach when you go into the locker room on a big win like that?
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Good defense, good offense, balanced scoring tonight.
Keep it up. Yeah.
Keep it up. Now you know what you got to shoot for here. So a good job by the Mules tonight all around. What can you say?
Fairfield improves to 16-3 on the season. Harrisburg drops to 4-10, and Mules, of course, 2-0 now here at the round robin tournament, known as the Carmi Invitational Tournament. 41st year for this tournament, and Mules trying to repeat as champions and be the first team to repeat since Mount Carmel did in 2016 and 2017. And some of you might be wondering, well, Fairfield won it last year. How long had it been since Fairfield had won it? Well, I'll tell you, I looked it up. 1992 was the last time Fairfield had won the tournament championship here at Carmi prior to last year.
Yeah. Wow.
So, these victories, these tournament championships at Carmi are kind of few and far between for the Fairfield Mules. So Fairfield would love nothing more than to run the table here and have back-to-back championships.
Exactly. So I'm sure the guys will stay around and kind of watch this game, kind of see because as you mentioned, they're going to play Carmi.
Going to play Carmi and going to play Mount Carmel.
So they're going to be scouting them to see, what are we going to do? What are we going to have to change up?
Right.
I think if the Mules play like they did tonight against either opponent, Randy, or both of the teams, they're going to have a good chance of winning the tournament.
Well, I think you could say that Fairfield came out very focused tonight.
I think so.
They were focused on defense. They were focused on the rebounding. They moved the ball around. They played, again, very unselfish basketball and took care of business tonight, and they win it by a score of 71-34. So for Mark Wells, I'm Randy Olson saying thanks for watching, and thanks to our sponsors for making it possible. Again, Fairfield wins at 71-34, and so long from Carmi White County High School.